Go ahead.
Hello, and welcome back to episode 41 of the 490s podcast. I
What's
am your
up?
host, the infamous Victor Ortiz. We got the esteemed guru, Nykuan, right here. And, of course, the legendary hot dog contest winner, Cowboy.
Yes, hot dog contest winner.
It's lit.
Yeah. What a reference.
You actually won a hot dog contest?
No. No, I did not.
Well, why was I never informed on this? I'd love to see that.
It's a horrible sight.
Is it?
So watching
To
a guy
some.
eat hot dogs. That's
To
it.
some. To others, it could
Maybe
be
if you
considered-
choked. Maybe they choked.
He's almost at the finish line, and he chokes. He chokes the end.
It's kind of like amazing to watch somebody engulf a hot dog consistently.
I mean, have you watched the eating contest?
A couple. I've seen people like vlog of just like their vlog just be of them just eating food and talking about like different stories.
You watch
Yeah.
you watch mukbangs and stuff,
Yeah.
as they're called. That's what they're called.
They are, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
that
what's
sounded
it
weird.
called? What's that? It's on TV. I mean, pretty much it's like a TV, like the TV shows that be on that.
The championships or just them?
Just them like going to different places. Instead, they're like ordering from different foods, like Tijuana Flats.
See, you're talking about like the travel channels where they're like, oh, let's try different cuisines from different places. Today we're gonna eat an ostrich, and then tomorrow.
Today we're gonna eat up.
Guy Fieri, yeah.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing not so good actually. Let me inform you guys. Earlier this week I felt sick. And I was like, "Oh shit. This pandemic, that could be
Okay.
life or death."
Uh,
So like the morning I woke up and I felt sick, I didn't get out of bed. I just grabbed my phone and looked up where I can get tested. I went to CVS expecting the same day testing results,
Mhm.
but they didn't do that, so I still had to wait. But thankfully, I am COVID free. I had tested negative, so I'm okay.
You got tested again?
Yeah,
You know,
earlier this week.
You know, over here you gotta do it yourself.
Yeah, I did it myself at the CVS.
You did the test yourself?
Yeah, I did the test myself. Yeah,
Why?
like because
Why?
I don't know why. Because it's a drive-through. The CVS I went to, you know how you go through the drive-through for the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Where they give the prescription and they'll give you that. Well, they give you a bag with the Q-tip and some other stuff. So they tell you over the speakerphone, it's like, okay, we're gonna do this and this and this. You're gonna put it in past the whatever. So the whole cotton swab has to be in.
Yeah.
like your nose or something?
Yeah, down. Yeah, all the way down. And the instructions that they told me was keep it in. We'll spin it 3 times, and then hold it in there for 15 seconds, and she'll count it down 15 seconds. And then you take it out and do it in the other nostril.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, other nostril, ew.
Do that for fun.
So there's a chance that you did it wrong, essentially.
Essentially, but me being tested 3 times already, I figured I know when it's supposed to hurt. So, yep, I'm there. And
I'm at the place where
It's supposed to hurt.
yeah.
no, it's not. It doesn't
Yeah.
hurt. It stings a little bit, but
Yeah.
after you take it out, it's fine. Like you get over it.
Listen, man, you got a fucking thing going
'Cause-
up your nose too far. It's gonna
Yeah.
hurt.
I don't know if you know this, Nykuan, but they don't just put it in your nose. The cotton swab has to reach past the bridge of the nose into like the membrane connecting or like touching your brain.
My brain.
Because that's where like the prime mucus is. I don't know, whatever. So you got to get deep in there.
So
That's what
COVID
it
is
is.
really like more of a brain thing.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Corona, because it deals with the crown of the head. Okay, I understand more.
Maybe.
Oh, shit. Fucking over. Okay.
Corona means crown, so it's just like, you know.
And also,
So I
it's
kinda-
also a beer.
There's a lot of like, you know,
Also beer.
theories and skepticism about it,
Mhm.
especially with the understanding like spiritually like what it means and shit like that. Apparently, like with the understanding, it's supposed to like break down the like foundations of like whatever has been established before us, especially with the leaders that we have already now, or the people who are you know leading a lot of different countries. You know what I mean? So it's supposed to break down all those things. It's supposed to break down like because you're not supposed to go to work. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
What's the government supposed to do? You know what I mean? If we're going to work off of money, they're supposed to support us. They're supposed to pay us. It's like breaking down like systemic shit that's like doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit doesn't make sense. Like for people to not be able to pay you for when you get sick and handle all your business and all this other shit as a governmental system, and we're supposed to. The key point of us is to survive. You know what I mean? It's just like you can actually see why those theories make sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I know the only theories I know is either it's we
It's
made
fake
it
or not.
ourselves.
We made it or not. Yeah. No, there's like a whole spiritual debate about it, bro. Like there's a whole like spiritual debate about it. Like basically for more spiritual in tuned people, the debate is understanding how governments are not showing any form of empathy or any form of characteristic that shows us to be more human. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not showing anything to show them to be more human. You know what I mean? Because humans are not bad, you know what I mean? But we're capable of doing bad things. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the understanding of our spirit. You understand what I'm saying? Like the spirit that travels between all people. You know what I mean? So humans have to learn how to like, you know, work through this spirit. So now the spirit, this coronavirus is the understanding of the spirit that is trying to break down all the bullshit that's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Like you should get paid. You should get your stimulus. You know what I mean? You should be able to feel secure. We should all be shutting down a whole bunch of shit and working for a cure. You understand what I'm saying? Like it should be like that.
Okay, so you're saying it's more like a test.
Mm-hmm. Like it's more like a test.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I understand what you're saying. Makes sense. You moved?
Oh yeah.
Where you
moved?
I moved to the place with the red door.
Is it still in the same area that you were before or somewhere else?
It's not that far. It's like probably like right down the street. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool place. I haven't gotten to meet any of the neighbors, but I already know people like skateboard. So I'm chilling.
All right, so you're gonna join the neighborhood skate team.
You already know.
You're gonna be out here.
Okay.
You know, Victor used to shred back in his days.
Really?
Back when he was.
I picked up
25.
a skateboard once.
Once. That one time.
And then
I
he
never
fucked himself up.
Okay, so I did use a penny board and a longboard at times, but no tricks on a skateboard. I actually broke my clavicle right here with a penny board going down a parking garage. So ever since then, never touched a skateboard. Well, I have, but
Well, I touch it all the time, of course.
You know.
I sleep on one. What?
What was I gonna ask, Nykuan?
You moved too, right, Jose?
What? Not
Yeah.
yet. Not yet.
So for people who are wondering why are we doing Zoom, it's because we're all in separate places.
Yeah, we're social distancing.
Yes,
COVID, man.
COVID. Our set got knocked out because the city came and they were like, "Hey guys, we're not open yet.
You got to renovate and knock down walls."
Nah, but the house that we were looking at, did I tell you, Victor, that I was moving?
Yes, we actually spoke about it on the last podcast. You haven't told Nykuan, I assume.
Okay. Well, I'm moving, of course. My mom's looking for a house, to live in, of course, but the house that she was looking at, and we sent an offer and stuff like that. It got denied because the taxes on the house were too high. Because I guess taxes are just going up lately. So that's why we're not moving. Because essentially, by the time I came back down, I was basically that week that I'm back down, I was gonna move all the stuff, and then we were gonna have a new set for the for the podcast and stuff like that. But since the taxes are too high, we have to look again. So that's where I'm at.
Oh, so what we spoke about last time.
Like you guys moving for me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I know that's still happening, but not soon.
Yeah, because I think you left when I told Will and Westey that if I wasn't back in time, that they were gonna I was gonna have my stuff packed,
Okay.
like all my stuff packed. That way, you guys would just have to move my boxes,
Okay.
and that's it for my mother. For my mother.
Your mother.
But since the
Madre.
The offer fell through.
no, like when we sent the offer, it said that the closing date or whatever was gonna be after the week I came back.
Oh, okay.
So I would be back in time to move. But since I was up here, they said, "Oh, it didn't go through." So we have to look for another place.
Back to square one.
Yeah, pretty much. And that place was good because it was close.
Yeah,
You know?
I remember you told me it was like in Tamarack or something.
Yeah, because all the offers are Port St. Lucie, fucking Ocala, and fucking West Palm, Boca Raton, and shit like that. And that one was very close. That was ideal. Even though the house is it was alright. It was like where I was living at, but just with the garage. So nothing different. But I would it'd be better to have something different, I guess. That way it doesn't feel like you just you just switched directions and you didn't do anything, But regardless, it was still good though, because it was something I was used to regardless, So it would have fit regardless. I said regardless too many times.
Regardless.
This is the Regardless podcast. I don't know if there's a limit on this podcast, but if there is, we're gonna do the parts. You know the deal.
What happened to Wesley and him?
Will said he wasn't feeling good. Maybe he has a coronavirus. I don't know. You'll find out next week. Westey, he was on a phone call, so he said he was gonna join whenever that's done. I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to have to start this way later.
Fair.
And he never shows up.
At least we get something in,
Yeah. So maybe he'll join in, like he did last time, where he joined like mid episode and shit like that.
Or what we could do is do like 1 or 2 parts, and then because last time it was 4 parts, right?
Yeah.
So we can do 1 or 2 parts, call it, and then when Westey joins, we just continue where we left off, but with Westey.
Yeah.
Just an option.
Yeah.
What trouble did you have with the lighting, Victor?
Oh, okay. So let me tell you how I bought lights. I told you, Jose, but for Nykuan, since the plan was we were gonna have a little set at Jose's house.
Okay.
I bought studio lights for photography, but you can also use for like film and stuff.
Okay.
Like umbrella lights that you have. It was a set of 2, and they were supposed to come in yesterday. I ordered them like Tuesday, so that way I could have it for the podcast to test it out to see how it would look.
And it's today.
Yeah, they never showed up yesterday. Never showed up.
Oh,
I was so pissed. I waited the whole day because it said arriving, for example, like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Later it says arriving by 8, arriving by 9,
and
and then I get a notification saying, "Oh, it was delivered." Look outside, it's not there.
You lied.
They lied. They lied. At first I thought, was it stolen? But no one was in the porch, and people were in the living room, so they would have seen if somebody walked in the porch. It never arrived. So I call up Amazon, and I'm like, hey, this shit says it's arrived, but I never got it. And they say, oh yeah, sometimes it's updated too early. And I'm like, then why the fuck do you update it early if you're not even gonna deliver it?
So as of right now, you don't have it.
As of right now, they don't have it, and Amazon says give it 2 days. If it doesn't show up by 2 days, then we'll work from there.
We'll refund it and stuff like that.
I'm like, at that point,
you need to work now. You need to work now.
Oh,
pretty much.
Amazon's some bullshit.
Yeah, they are.
Fucking, I ordered 3 T-shirts and a phone case, right? Because mine's going to shit, and my shirts are looking dingy.
I gave you the Yana virus.
But so there was 3 charges on my card. 3 charges. One for $19, the other one for $7, and then the other one for $11. The grand total of all shipments, it's 4, was $27. But if you do the math on the 3 charges, it's $38. Exactly. So I was like, wait, where does this 11 come from? So we called Amazon. They're like, hey, no, we're like, hey, there's an $11 whatever transaction. What is it for? And they're like, oh, it's for the fucking phone case and the 3 shirts. And I'm like, are you sure? And
Yeah.
they're like, it looks kind of
Count it out.
weird. They're like, hold
Count it
on.
out for me.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it looks weird. He's like, yeah, I see what you mean. And then, fucking, they're like, oh, sometimes it charges.
Oh, it's a black man.
Sometimes it charges early. You know what I mean? So we charge your card before the shipment gets there. I'm like, yeah,
What?
but that doesn't explain why there's an $11 charge on there.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're like, oh, you know, when your stuff gets there, your card is gonna be totally charged for the $27. I'm like, well, what about the 11? I know what it's gonna be charged for, but what about the 11?
Yeah.
So I have to give it a day
Mm-hmm.
to see if it updates, I guess.
Unbelievable.
Meanwhile,
Hello, Westey. For those of you just joining us, we've been talking about Amazon charges and their bullshit. Can Westey hear us?
I think you have voices in your room, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
Westey has his computer audio on, so he has the laptop.
He also has his TV on.
No, it's because
cartoons for his daughter.
Everything is going into the computer's microphone, so he probably can't hear.
I'm trying to get my mic and shit together.
I feel it.
We heard him.
I feel it.
Dun, dun,
Coach
dun.
looked like he got slapped by a sack of potatoes. You hired there, coach, man.
You're like, fuck these guys.
I have a daughter, they said.
So
It'd be
that
easy, they said.
$11 charge, Jose, what's up with it? Is there somebody being charged on your card, or it's just
No, it's them. It's that order. That order that I placed is charging me that $11. I don't know from what. No. I basically, if you add up all the items, because it's 4 different orders in one,
Beauty pie? Dun, 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 dun.
because they're from different vendors,
Mm-hmm.
so they're all coming in different shipments. But that doesn't excuse the fact that there's an $11 charge. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like if you bought a shirt, a bottle of water, and some food, right? I charged you 3 separate times,
Cool, I'm about to say, fuck this shit.
and it costs more than what they cost.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Welcome back to the cartoons podcast. Can we get copyright for this?
You can.
We actually might, because there's
Matter of
certain lullaby songs that you have to pay
Maybe
a
this.
ton of money for.
Fine.
Like the birthday song, like you can't say the birthday song like
Nah.
on TV like that.
Really?
No, you can't. You can't
Yeah,
say the
right.
birthday song on TV.
cop-
They'll sue your ass so quick.
It's copyrighted. You have to ask for
It's
permission. You
It's
have to license it.
copyrighted.
Somebody making money off of that.
Word two. Word two.
All right, what are you saying, Victor?
About?
Oh, you just said hold on or something. You're like, hold on, wait.
sorry.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, no, I was just saying the lighting. It looks super bright right now. I might have to turn off this light I have here. Do that. Well, that looks worse, doesn't it?
I thought Westy was gonna be here because I was gonna start talking about my Greyhound trip.
That looks worse. Sorry, guys. We're still figuring out the lighting. See, if I had the studio lights, I would have it set up at certain points, but I have to work with what I got, which is the lamp and the window.
A lamp. Meanwhile, I'm just here with a ceiling fan. And I'm nicely lit.
So, bro, like
That's debatable, but okay.
Let me tell you guys about
My
this
ceiling fan sucks.
conversation
That's why.
I was actually having. Let me tell you guys about this conversation I was actually having yesterday, because my folks came down, and when my folks came down, we saw like a Biden Trump commercial and all this other shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Politics. So you know me, when I get inside of like politics, it's just like I'm like this hippie dude inside of politics that has like all the answers, or a shit ton of questions. Yeah, or just a shit ton of questions. And
Which is fair.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a hippie. I shouldn't be involved in this. So I had this serious question about like taxes, because what reminded me is when you were talking about, plus the tax and everything. Mm-hmm. And I've been like watching like tax, like how people are starting to get taxed, bro. Like you can buy a pizza from like Papa John's over here, and it's like $2 plus tax.
Mhm.
And then it's just like when you realize how much people pay in like taxes. Like I think Trump only pays like 750.
Yeah, he only paid 750 in his taxes.
Yeah, in taxes. And like I know like my parents, my folks, I know my folks pay way more than that.
Of course, and he's a millionaire. So
yeah, he's a millionaire, my dude. That shit. When I was sitting there and I was having a discussion, I was just like, so what about those conversations? You know what I mean? Because it's just like I know we're always talking about. I know we're talking about health reform and the reform of the police and all this other shit because that's what is being shown on TV.
Yeah.
But the thing is, one, I feel like my biggest question was, what if we do defund the police, right? And then we get all this money back from defunding the police, and let's say we put it into the educational system and all this other stuff, right? What about taxes then at that point? You understand what I'm saying? Like, how would taxes be at that point because we're defunding something and getting money back? You understand what I'm saying?
From what I imagine, the whole purpose of reforming the police and everything is like they defund things to use that as a budget for other social programs. So instead of calling the police on a homeless guy outside a store for what's the word? Not prohibit soliciting. That's what it is. You know, instead of using police and then arresting him and all that stuff, they use programs like that for social workers to they bring them there and teach them like whatever and help them adjust their life. So housing, food, and then school programs, all that stuff. The money from there goes into other programs that we call police for no reason. Stuff like that. Okay. That's what I imagine the reform process would be.
But I mean, it's just like you know, my biggest question is that why are we not like really focused on like the super issue, which is like the understanding that it's more than just about reforming the police. You know what I mean? It's about the understanding of like.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's about education of
a police
police officer, and also that it's like racial stigma,
stereotypes, racial stigmas, all that other bullshit. Like fuck reforming. If we're gonna reform them,
that's just a step towards a direction, but there's a lot to be done.
You know what I mean? Like whenever I hear reform, I always ask, okay, what are we reforming? Like you know what I'm saying? What are we going to? Because you're trying to form something that was already shaped and make it to something different. Like when I hear reform. Like especially with the reform that they have for what Ice Cube was talking about. You know what I mean?
What was he talking about? Sorry, I don't know that one.
Oh, see, okay, boom. So Ice Cube said he's gonna work with Trump and try to get Trump to sign on the reform for like for Black people. You understand what I'm saying? Like on this, or well, me, if I had my tablet, I would have had a little bit more information about it. Let me see where my tablet is real quick.
Jamie, can we pull that up?
I'll be right back. Yeah, Jamie, can we pull it up real quick? I'll be right back. Hold up.
Wow.
That was quick.
I thought he was going somewhere else.
Basically, it was on. Where was it on? It was on Contract with Black America USA. .USA. That's where I found the information on about it.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yes, very loudly.
Fucking finally. It took me like 30 minutes to get this shit working.
So definitely it's on Contract with Black America.USA. And so Ice Cube is demanding politicians to sign with Black Americans before getting to support Black vote. I found this article on PRN East Wire. I don't know how to pronounce it. .com. But there's also another article that I was reading off of from CBS News. So basically with the reform that he's trying to get him to sign, what they're trying to do is trying to open up more opportunities for African Americans, or I think it's also as well as minorities. But
POC.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So basically, for African Americans to take back a little bit what has been like more financial, economic impacts, different things like the different schooling systems. Like they said they're going to reform school systems to start teaching about specific places in Africa, like Ghana and stuff like that. And basically this reform will grant or reestablish or have African Americans take back and start to own more of, whatever of whatever, is their culture. You know what I mean? So like the hip hop industry and music and history classes in schools and different things like that. And so Ice Cube, that's the thing. So the biggest controversy now is that Ice Cube is trying to work with Donald Trump and get Donald Trump to sign, everything. And his biggest statement was like, I don't trust the man. Like, I don't trust them, the presidents and none of that other stuff. You know what I mean? That was one of his biggest statements. And for me, it's just like, yeah, it's cool. It's for me, it's just like, it's cool. But what I feel like it invites, or what I'm personally saying, what I feel like it invites is that it invites people to make people feel comfortable if Trump stays as president. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it invites that thought. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, yeah, cool. Ice Cube is doing his thing while he's still in there. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Because he's still there now. You know what I mean? You might as well try to do it with whoever is the president now. Because if Joe Biden was there, of course, I'm pretty sure that Ice Cube would have asked and been like, hey, yo, Joe Biden, do this. But he can't really ask Joe Biden to do that right now. You know what I mean? Because he's trying to become, you know what I mean? But I feel like that it invites this, because we as individuals, as we always know here in America, we're fucking lazy. You know what I'm saying? We're lazy as shit. And being lazy is not a downfall. Being lazy means that you're actually able to do certain shit smart. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're able to do something with less work, then that's like awesome. You know what I mean? If you're able to do something with less work, then that's awesome. But the thing is, you see what I mean by doing something with less work. So for people to hear Ice Cube say that, I feel like that's where my mindset is like with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a situation. Like it's definitely a problem.
Westey's over here gonna vote for Trump,
Please stop.
You want that check to come through.
Please stop.
I heard a whole bunch of people trying to vote for Trump because they wanted that check to come through.
Well, the check is going to pass either way. He's just not passing it until he's voted in. But if he's voted out, the I think it's a Congress, Senate, I don't even know. But they're still trying to pass it through. It's just they need a president's seal. So maybe the next president.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pass it. That's $1,200. You haven't got another what? That was first $1,200 check they gave out. Like that was like February, March, or some shit like that.
Yo, imagine how cheap
niggas can't live off that.
You just buy your vote.
That shit been gone.
Westey, put your mic volume a little bit down.
You said down?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Does it sound better?
Go ahead.
Does it sound better?
A little bit more down.
Sorry, I'm using the new mic. Everybody, fuck this shit. I'm trying to get used to it.
Are you putting down the right thing?
Yeah, nigga, I'm putting down the mic volume.
Actually putting down the volume. Can't hear us.
I can't even hear you anymore, guys.
All right. Fuck was I gonna say?
Something about volume.
Did you?
All right, can you hear me now? Do I still sound like crap? Or does it still sound super loud?
It just sounds loud. It doesn't sound crap.
You
just hear everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta like figure this whole shit out.
Tap the mic.
I hear the vibrations bouncing from the back of your
eardrums. Yeah, just fucked everybody's eardrums up.
It doesn't sound like he's tapping the mic. It sounds like he's tapping a mic to the side.
Nah, dude, this is the nigga.
Oh, that boy.
Is that the mic Is that the mic that Zoom is using?
Nah, nigga, I got off Zoom's mic. I connected it to this.
No, I'm saying like, does it when you go to the settings on the microphone, it says that mic?
When you press that little arrow next to it.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Netty Nano. That's what it says. Click on it again.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is just the mic. I guess it's just naturally loud. I don't fucking know.
All right. Running out of time. This meeting will end in 10 minutes. Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. What was I gonna say to you? Westey, how's
See?
Daylight Premiere
Look at
going?
him.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. You working over here?
You bought the beats?
Niggas is broke.
I can sing you some beats, cuz. What's up?
You be holding out, Nykuan. I don't know if I want them no more.
Oh no. I had just sent Big K some beats. Actually.
See what I mean? You say you holding out, nigga. You say you want to send everybody the beats, nigga. How come everybody ain't got them beats, nigga? See what I mean? You holding out, nigga.
Yeah, where are my beats?
Yeah, where's Victor's beats at?
Oh, Victor, no, don't do that.
Don't worry about it.
I gotta make some binaural beats for you, dude. Just have you talk and say "om."
For the ASMR real quick.
Word.
I'm not even gonna do it.
Christ.
I mean, I'm just writing though, bro. Honestly, I'm just writing, listening, writing, finding shit that I like, fucking writing. That's all I'm doing, to be honest. And nothing else to do.
What about the freestyles? Any freestyles?
No, I just been working on my album. Be honest with you, I got like one freestyle, but that shit's just been sitting there.
Okay. What about you, Nykuan? How's it coming along?
Boy, I'm gonna show you my schedule. I'll show you guys. I'll give you guys a sneak peek.
Jamie, can you pull up the schedule, please?
So it's so scary because when I pull out the schedule, especially in live like this, it's like damn.
That whole bit clear.
You just don't want to let them down. So I'm supposed to get the album cover by the 21st. I have everything written. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting my features next month and have it recorded by next month. But I won't be posting it until probably like December.
Okay.
End of year. Okay.
Nice.
So I'm gonna take off at the end of the year. But at the same time, I'm still gonna probably drop some like EPs and freestyles and stuff like that. I'm writing. When I said I wanted to write it first, so that's why I haven't been working on any freestyles. So I wanted to write it first. So I'm just gonna go ahead, take care. Every time I do a freestyle or something, I just go ahead, go right back into like.
I don't know, bro. I thought about writing a freestyle, but I'm sitting there in my head like, nigga, you could be writing your fucking music right now, get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? That's what comes in my head every time.
Yeah. Hey, bro, no, for real though. I had got like I think what's the name? Crypto. I think it just hit like 500 streams. 500 streams. Crypto just hit 500. I think. How many streams did you get off? Capture a Moment, bro.
9,000.
9,000.
Yeah.
Lit. Yeah.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Westey.
What's up?
Over here living life, living lavish over here, being a father.
Being a father. No drugs hit 7,000. No drugs hit 7,000. That jump was on Fortnite. Yo, it's crazy. When I saw it on the Fortnite playlist, I was just like, I'm a roll.
It was on a Fortnite playlist, like on Spotify or something?
On Spotify.
Really?
Yeah. It's on the Fortnite playlist on Spotify.
But it's not in Fortnite, though.
It's not in Fortnite.
Oh, almost.
Yeah.
That's the next step.
Talk to me.
That's the next step.
That's the next step. That's the next step right there. I'm gonna have to talk to Fortnite and be like, bro, look at the title.
Next thing you know, it's gonna be the new McDonald's cloud is gonna be with words.
Word. I'm gonna take the.
It ain't gonna be nothing but a 4-piece chicken.
4-piece veggie chicken, boy.
Wait, nigga, you said bacon? I thought you was roster. You out here eating pork
Veggie.
again?
He said veggie.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I think if Nykuan were to do that, it would be actually different from the other collabs they had, because the other ones are things already on the menu. They don't have veggie nuggets at McDonald's, you know. So
Veggie anything at McDonald's?
It'd be some new shit.
Yeah,
It'd be like the shakaroni at Papa John's.
The what?
Never heard of that?
Jackaroni?
Shakaroni.
Oh,
What the fuck is that?
From Shaquille O'Neal.
Who?
See,
No, I'm kidding. I know.
See, I worked it. Man, it was on a. I remember seeing it on a Papa John's commercial before I started working there.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have Shaq on the box, like on the picture of the box. And I don't know if they still give out the tablet because they didn't let me put in the tablet when I was working there. But the commercial had the tablet inside the box, and you open it up, and Shaq will be on the tablet in the box. Have a big ass pizza with like a shit ton of pepperoni, like way more than the ultimate pepperoni that you can buy. Yeah.
So it just sounds like it sounds good at the same time. It sounds like heartburn.
They called it the shakaroni, nigga.
It's a heart attack.
It's just a heart attack for real, bro. It's like what 64 pepperoni, 64 pepperoni pieces on the entire.
Nigga, that's a whole fucking what you call it, nigga. That's a
Do they
whole thing
count
of
the
sausage right
pepperoni?
there. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Man.
Or they do it by weight.
That's just the large. That's just the large. The extra large is like 80.
So you have to individually count it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really?
Hell no, man.
Yeah.
That bitch like.
No,
Fuck that.
I always thought that they do it by weight or something. I don't know.
You count it and you have to put it on the pizza a specific way. To fit
Equidistant.
slice.
It has to look. It has to
See,
look
I
pleasing.
couldn't do it.
It looks hard when you think about it, but they just lay it out like in a grid,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's like a clock. It's like a clock.
I go on that bitch. I'm throwing that bitch on there. Bam, nigga. Fuck.
Bam.
And be like,
His pepperoni are gonna be on one spot.
hey, you see that bitch gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere but the middle, nigga. It's gonna be on the crust, nigga.
I'm never gonna get my pizza.
Hey, that shit gonna hit, nigga. Hey, nigga. Hey, fuck garlic crust, nigga. It's pepperoni crust, nigga. Okay.
Word.
I probably still wouldn't eat it.
This
We're
is
gonna end it here?
We're gonna end part 1 here, and then we're gonna continue with part 2.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So you guys use the same information to join, and I'll be already recording.
All right.
All right.
Water.